So we are going to refamiliarize yourself with some extruding and stuff, sketching and then moving that into extrusions. So follow along with me and make the following part, and then you're going to make um, two other things after that on your own. Okay, so we'll start with the 2D sketch. I'm just going to double check to make sure that we're in inches, because recently it's been going into millimeters by going to Tools, Document Settings, Units, Inch. Okay, good. We're all good there. So I'm going to start a 2D sketch, and I'm going to put mine on the XY plane. And we're going to make something resembling a hammer here today. So we're going to start with the head of the hammer. We're going to do a rectangle, specifically a 2-point center. We're going to click on this origin. First place you want to click is on the origin. You want to lock your thing down to somewhere. Click, and let's make it, so ultimately I'm not too worried about the actual dimensions, but yeah, we'll try to keep it somewhat realistic. So let's click here, and then we'll dimension this to be, this side, for example, will make 2.75 inches, and this will make 1.75 inches. There we go. It's just making a rectangle with those dimensions, and we'll finish the sketch, and we'll extrude that. So right click and extrude, and we'll pick a distance that seems reasonable. Let's start with 5 inches, see what it looks like. Maybe 4.5. There we go. All right, so now we're gonna do a couple things. First of all, let's do something new called a chamfer. This thing right here. So we're just gonna ease the corners a little bit. Instead of being pointy, we're gonna kind of shave them down. So we hit chamfer here, and it's set to do it at 0.125 inches, which is fine with me. And we just start selecting all of the edges. Don't forget to get the ones you can't see. You can select those, by the way, through the shape. So if I go here, I can select this back one, even though I can't see it. I kind of prefer to use the corners of the view cube and move around and make sure I got them all. But like I said, you could select this one back here, for example, without even seeing it. So you see I've already done it. I think I got them all. Make sure you get them all, but I think we got them. All right, and then I'm going to click the little green check here. We're good to go. So now we got to put a handle on our hammer. So that's going to be on the underside. So I'm going to click this bottom corner of the view cube, and I'm going to do a sketch here. Right click on it, new sketch. Let's mark the center of this thing, shall we? So we're going to put a point. Where is it? There we go, point. We're going to put a point that is at the center of this rectangle. So you notice if I hover around here, it turns green. That's the midpoint of this side, the midway point. So if I go here and I start going down, you see how the dotted line shows up? I'll zoom in. You see that? That means I'm even with this midpoint. If I go far enough, oh, look at that. Now I'm even with the other midpoint over here. So it will show me when I'm even with both, and that's where I want to click. Now we'll dimension that point, but you don't have to enter anything really. All you do is click on the point, click on this side here. I'm not sure which side we're on. I think this side here. Shouldn't make a difference. And whatever it is, just hit enter. And do the same thing between here, the point, and this side over here. Whatever it is, hit enter. Okay. And now that point's in place. Now we're going to put our handle, which will be a circular handle. Keep it simple. And we're going to start that circle, you guessed it, right at that point that we made. And we'll make it 1 inch in diameter. Sounds reasonable. And we'll finish our sketch. And we're going to take that handle and extrude it. Let's see. Let's go 5.5 inches on that. That's good. hit OK. The only other thing I'll do is let's chamfer the bottom edge of this as well, this the circular handle here. So this bottom edge, we're going to chamfer it so that it's not as doesn't have as much of a pointy edge. And we'll hit check. And I believe that's all we need to do for this one. So you're going to do a similar shape. You're gonna make sure you do this one and submit this. We'll call this Extrude 1 and then put today's date on it. How about that? And your name on the file and submit this. Let's do a screenshot of this. We'll do a screenshot and then go on and do the Extrude 2 and screenshot it as well. And if you have time, go on to Extrude 3. If you're pretty confident after that, there's another set of enrichment stuff that is going to be on using the circular pattern in 3 dimensions.